When I first met Sam's mom, her only options from her doctor were medications or tube surgery. And she was not on board with that at all and was determined to really just find a natural ear infection remedy that would be an effective option to really just hold off on surgery, as well as get to the root cause of Sam's ear infections. And she hoped this would stop the seamlessly endless cycle of pain and sleepless nights and antibiotics that she knew were wreaking havoc on her gut, on Sam's gut, and on the immune system long term. And because of this, mom reached out to our office, and here was the good news. We were able to share with her, and now parents seeing this video, that natural remedies for ear infections do exist. Now, these natural remedies have been around for a long time, and they have helped pain relief, reduce inflammation, promote drainage, and work to not just help a child get past an acute ear infection, but really help prevent further ones as well. Now, moms and dads, this is for you if you're looking for relief from congestion, ear infections, and overall immune struggles with your kiddo. Ear infections can be tough, and a call to action for parents, as it's common to forget that pain that comes with it. Once they subside with that in mind, time really can go deep into the chronic struggles of ear infections that keep coming back, and tubes and other immune challenges that come with ear infections in the first place. Now, in order to best understand the role that natural remedies for ear infections play, we first got to understand the root cause or causes of ear infections in the first place. And that all starts with what we call the plumbing or drainage of the inner ear, and that signaling and communication of the central nervous system, the brain, and the body's immune system. Now, before I get more into the science, I want to just please share this video with other moms, parents, who you know need to hear this message. There is a ton of kids and families that are going through the struggle of chronic ear infections, and they don't have to. So let's dive into the science now, right? So the number one issue that really causes ear infections in the first place is a buildup of fluid. No surprise there, right? The entire ear, nose, and throat, respiratory, lymphatic system work just like the plumbing of your house, and that it's all linked together. So not only do the nerves and the muscles of the inner ear need to be working well and moving fluid along, but it's got to keep moving through the neck, the lymphatic system, and throughout the entire body. And let's put it simply, if the body can't expel the viruses and bacteria, it becomes chronically congested with them, leading to ongoing inflammation and recurring ear infections, and even other illnesses down the road as well. Therefore, really, any natural ear infection remedy must first address the poor drainage and get things moving in the first place. And just like a clogged drain in your home can cause the backup of junk and crud, it's honestly the same thing happening in your child's inner ear. Unfortunately, the natural remedies you'll learn about in this video are not the kind of information you're being told, or you're told by your standard pediatrician or your ear, nose, and throat office. while many years ago the AAP and the CDC did finally approve this watch and wait really guideline for ear infections, reviewing this 2-page document on the CDC's website is equally parts really encouraging, since they do recommend a 2 to 3 days of watch and wait before they do recommend antibiotics, but also very discouraging since the only thing that they recommend for treatment without antibiotics is ibuprofen and acetaminophen, fluids and rest. And just like every single medication out there, ibuprofen and acetaminophen come with plenty of risks themselves, actually weakening the immune system over time. And what's really exciting for parents is this. These natural remedies have been around for years and have helped countless kids stop the endless cycle of ear infections, antibiotics, and ear tube surgeries. Now, while the short list of natural remedies can include really the warm or cold compress, rest, vitamin D, and distraction, salt water, hydrogen peroxide, ginger and garlic, natural remedy eardrops, and changing sleep positions. Most parents actually have tried these, and while they may help at the moment, if the ear infection continues to persist, we want to look deeper at what can be done to address the cause. So I want to dig into neurologically focused chiropractic care and how it can be the key for not only drainage, but the signaling and the communication of the entire immune system. Now, finding the root cause begins with a deep dive into your kid's history, and here's what we continually find in children struggling with chronic ear infections. One, they've had maybe a potential birth intervention or trauma, such as forceps, vacuum, extraction, induction, C-section, delivery. They have health challenges growing up as an infant, such as colic, reflux, and constipation. Then they've had most likely early exposure to antibiotics and steroid-based medications. They have a diet that is high in sugar and processed foods, dairy, grains, gluten. And each of those early stressors increases the tension and stress on that nervous system, leaving it stuck in more of a sustained sympathetic fight and flight response. And that sustained sympathetic and subluxation that we talk about then increases the tone and the tension of the soft tissues and the muscles in the upper neck here, including the tensor valley palatini muscle, which gets too tight and wound up and limits proper drainage of that eustachian tube of the ear. And additionally, a sustained sympathetic tone creates a condition called dysautonomia, which leaves the body in a more inflammatory state, and it weakens the immune response as a whole. Now, this leaves the ears and the immune system facing two main problems. One, unable to fully drain the fluid from the ears, and in a pro-inflammatory or weakened immune system state. But the good news is that chiropractic adjustments really help with both of those. Now, neurologically focused chiropractic care has been shown to really have an incredible impact, not only on the prevention of ear infections, but on helping kids get better when ear infections are at their worst. There was a retrospective study that showed that 93% of kids with with acute ear infections benefited from chiropractic care. And when Sam's mom first found neurologically focused chiropractic care, she truthfully wasn't exactly sure how long it would take or what exactly her daughter's care plan would be focused on. But after our initial consultation and hearing our 5-step clinical process, she knew she was in the right place. And after deep diving into Sam's history, we found that she had a difficult birth and delivery, snored when she slept, and had a very weak immune system from a very young age. And then next, Sam's insight scans showed that she had really extra tension in the upper neck region, right around the muscles that help with drainage from the sinuses and from the neck's lymph nodes. And this was holding fluid where it shouldn't be at all. And putting her clinical history and her scan findings together, we built a care plan specifically for her. And after just a few months, she was entirely clear from ear infections and on a path to being just a really healthy, thriving child. And when we guided Sam's mom through the insight scans at the report of findings visit, it was eye-opening to see the exact area of struggle, where the exact area of struggle was coming from. And here is what Sam's scans really just looked through as that. So we have the before scans right here. So these are the insight scans, and this one right here really shows this is going to show the amazing progress. Now, this is an EMG scan that looks at the energy and the tension in the muscles of the neck that help drain the inner ear and keep fluid moving through the neck and that lymphatic system and throughout the whole body. And in Sam's before here, you can see the red color in that neck area and in that upper back area. This showed the tightness and the tension holding back the full drainage system from working. It was simply getting stuck in the ear canal. And in Sam's progress scan, the tension was drastically reduced, going right along with mom reporting that she was no longer congested, clogged, and filled with fluid in her ears, her nose, or her throat, giving mom full confidence that her body was draining, that was making the clogged ears and sinuses a thing of the past. And here's what mom said after the first adjustment. After Sam's first adjustment, she fell asleep in the car. And she had never been a car napper, not even as a baby. And then she took 3 more naps that first week of care. It had been probably 2 years since she had taken consistent naps. And after 2 weeks of chiropractic adjustments, she started sleeping through the night a whole lot better. And when she got sick, they were less severe and much shorter lived. And she also got no more ear infections. Now she is starting to really start to show her true personality and shine outside of the house and with other people. And she's just really living her best life. And we love to see that. Now, yes, neurologically chiropractic care may not be on every Google search result. Still, it has proven very effective helping children get past the cycle of chronic ear infections. And if, after hearing Sam's story and learning about neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care, you think that subluxation may be playing a role in your child's chronic ear infections, we would love to help you. And a couple things that you can do is first, ask any questions or leave a comment down below or send us a direct message. Second, please share this video with any other parents, family members, Facebook groups who you know need to hear this message. And then third, you can either click on the link in our bio and go to our blog page and learn more about ear infections and pediatric chiropractic care, or you can actually text the word schedule to our number 608-824-0950 and get your child scheduled for a consult and for our neurological scans so we can start providing you answers and getting down to the root cause of your kids' chronic ear infections.